Hi, I'm Jonny Podell, and you're watching Comedy Matters TV. Shout out to Sirius XM Radio.
Boom. Hey, so it's Jeffrey Gurian here for Comedy Matters TV and at Sirius XM with the Ron and Fez show. And I'm here with my first guest of the year, Jonny Podell. How are you, man?
I'm well. Great after this interview. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for coming on. You're my first guest of the year. It was very special, man. It was really spectacular.
It was great for me, too. This was my first radio interview ever, so I didn't know what to expect. Yeah. Sirius!
Really?
Sirius!
Sirius on Sirius.
Sirius on Sirius.
You have done so many things. I mean, we talked so much about this. I mean, you shaped the world of rock and roll from the earliest days. You were one of the first guys. You represented everybody. I ran through this list of people. It was an unbelievable list. There's like John Lennon, George Harrison, the Allman Brothers, Alice Cooper, Rod Stewart, Blondie, Lou Reed, Jimmy Page, Robert Plant, the Backstreet Boys, Brittney Spears, and Sync. Can you believe it yourself?
No.
It's hard. Is it hard to believe?
It is hard. The two Beatles make it impossible to believe because, you know, that's from another level.
Yeah,
so
completely.
When I think of that, I go, holy crap, did I do that? Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, I've really been blessed. I didn't do that much. I was blessed.
People were amazed to even meet them, and you worked with them and helped them shape their careers.
Crazy.
Beyond comprehension.
Beyond comprehension.
Now, one of the things that we didn't...
All I wanted to do was meet girls.
I was going to ask you
No, that's the only thing.
How did you get into the music business? No one asked you that, and that's what I wanted to find out.
I kept going to school at Queens College, Baruch College, NYU, Brooklyn Law School. I couldn't read anymore, but I kept putting off that moment. What am I going to do with my life? Had only one hobby. 2. Yankees and girls. First date at 6. First sex at 13. Loved women, loved them. Working with them, loved all of it with them. And I loved reading women's magazines, but not what most guys, Hustler, Playboy, Penthouse. That my thing was fashion magazines, beautiful women in beautiful clothes. So one day I'm reading, let's call it Vogue. I don't remember what it was.
Right.
And it's a women's magazine, so they had a half a page obligatory homage to men. Now you have to remember, my dad was a very, what you'd call square guy, straight, suit and tie, went to work at 9, came home at 5, folded his money at night, knew to the penny what he spent. And I loved my dad, and I worshiped my dad, and I looked up to my dad, but I didn't want to be my dad. So I see this half a page, it says Men on the Move, and I see the first picture. And I see a guy, and he's wearing no tie. I go, check. Then I see he has long hair. I go, check, check. And then the best part, he's in a limo. I go, game, set, match. I know what I want to do. And to be honest, I hadn't even read the profile yet. Had that guy been a proctologist, you'd be interviewing Dr. Jonny Podell. Instead, he was a rock and roll impresario. And
do you remember who it was?
Yeah, his name was Charlie Green. He managed, produced, published Buffalo Springfield, I Am Butterfly, Sonny and Cher. He was a big guy.
You had a Rolls Royce, I think, when you were like 21 years old. Am I correct? You were a rock star in those days.
From the outside, it sure looked like I was. Yeah. I had a big Rolls Royce, the kind you could stand up in. It was pretty big, and I got it pretty young.
And you had a limo following you?
Well, there was a point, you know, I was so infatuated with limousines. That was what I wanted. Other people wanted a home or a career. I just wanted a limo. I don't like waiting. I didn't then, I don't now, and I don't know where I got so entitled. I was born in a no-bedroom apartment in the Bronx. And so, you know, I would travel with a limo, but, you know, I knew a lot of people, and I'd run into a lot of people. So finally I said, fuck it, why don't I get another limo to trail me? So that if I'd run into you at a club, I'd say, Jeff, come on, but I don't want you to, like, be in mine.
Be with you.
So you could have your own. And I wasn't even conscious of the absurdity until my business manager called me and said, do you know what your limo bill was last year? I was so unconscious. I said, no, what? Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Fortunately, you were making enough to cover it.
Fortunately, I was making enough money to cover it.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Thank God.
And so now, look, all these years ahead, now you're in the consciousness movement. And, you know, you pointed something out to me today. I've been talking about the consciousness movement for years, never really thinking about the meaning of the word conscious. To be aware of what's happening, to be present, is to be conscious. Yeah. You know, and I've been saying that for years, but just like a light went on. And it's so interesting. You can hear something for many years, and it never really sinks in until one day, when you're ready, a light goes off.
when you're ready.
Don't you find that?
Totally find it. Totally find it, yeah. And it's all about, one of my two favorite books for kids. One is the obvious, Goodnight Moon, and the other is The Precious Present. And it's about a little boy's quest for the gift that this old man had promised him. And he goes through all his life, and was it a Christmas present? But what is it? Why can't I get it? And at some point it's revealed, you have the gift, my son, the precious present.
Mm-hmm.
Be conscious. This is the moment. This is all that exists.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've gone a whole life unconscious like the rest of us, or like many of us, and thank God I'm waking up.
You're waking up. And that's why they say, the yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, today is a gift, and that's why they call it the present. You like that?
Yeah, I love that. The other thing they say is if you keep one foot on yesterday and the other foot on tomorrow, you're peeing on today.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Now, you've passed these principles on to your kids, because I know your kids, and especially Cassidy. His son is DJ Cassidy. He's like worldwide known DJ, who you gave his first turntable when he was 12 years old, right? But when you're in his presence...
10 years old.
10 years old, yeah. When you're in his presence, you can feel the light, He's an amazing kid, which is why I think he's able to accomplish so many things, right?
That's nice to hear. Thank you.
Well, I mean, I feel proud of him. When I read
do.
what I do, I
do.
share that with him. When I see him, I hug him, and it's like, he's played in the White House, he spins for Jay-Z, for the top, Russell Simmons, J.B. Smoove, he's on the Ruckus.
Yeah.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you've passed that on to him?
I'd like to think I have. He credits me with passing his values and morals on to him in a deep way. And so I'd rather it come from him, but he has said that to me, and it makes me feel good.
Yeah, that's a very special bond, and I know how close you guys are, and that's an amazing gift. And you're a transformational person. As we've been friends for many years, it's always an honor, and I really mean that, to hang out with you and to be with you and to see everything that you've accomplished. You're a power of example, a true power of example, man.
Thanks, brother. I love you.
Yeah, love you too, man. Hey guys, thanks for watching Comedy Matters TV. To check out some of our other videos, click on the boxes on either side of me. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Not just for me, but for my parents.